China will be among the topics discussed in a hearing today to address threats to U.S. national security. The leaders of the FBI and the Department of Homeland Security, they'll meet on Capitol Hill to talk about espionage, immigration, and warnings of domestic terrorism in the wake of the Israel-Hamas war. Tom Dempsey has a look at what we can expect. Good morning, Tom.
Hey, good morning, Adrienne. Yeah, just a few hours ahead of the FBI, Department of Homeland Security, and the National Center for Counterterrorism will be right here on Capitol Hill to talk about some of the biggest threats facing the United States. NewsNation has actually obtained all three opening statements, and all the leaders talk about how lone wolf extremism remains their biggest concern at the moment. According to FBI Director Christopher Wray, right now the agency is investigating more than double the amount of domestic violence, domestic terrorism cases since spring of 2020. Both he and Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas also note the impact of the Israel-Hamas war and how it could inspire lone extremists, especially against Jewish, Muslim, and Arab American communities here in the U.S. In the opening statement obtained by NewsNation, FBI Director Christopher Wray writes, quote, "The greatest terrorism threat to our homeland is posed by lone actors or small cells of individuals who typically radicalize to violence online and who primarily use easily accessible weapons to attack soft targets." During Tuesday's rally against anti-Semitism, right here in D.C., leaders from both sides of the aisle also noted the need to stop hate. Take a listen.
An attack on any of us is an attack on all of us. And we are going to do everything possible to stop the anti-Semitic attacks against our Jewish brothers and sisters.
The war in Israel has awakened an alarming amount of anti-Semitism towards Jewish people here in the United States and across the globe. From the halls of Congress to college campuses, this rise of anti-Semitism must be stopped.
The hearing today will also bring up threats from other countries, including China. The FBI director saying China's intelligence and espionage efforts represent the greatest long-term threat to economic security and also serve as a threat to national security. On the political side of this, some House Republicans are calling for Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas to be impeached. But you know, a lot of people are going to be watching this hearing as we also expect Russia, Iran to come up, as well as border security and illegal crossings, as well as drug trafficking and cyber hacking. So, again, lots of subjects expected to come up during this security hearing happening at 9 a.m. Eastern time, guys.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.